Hi everyone, it's me, Uranus, Mara here, and today we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna talk about. Well, what are we gonna talk about? So yeah, all right. So we're gonna talk about today about a lot of folks who hate WWE. Um, they got their grounds, sake and why for it. You know, There's a lot of folks out there who believe that IW or AEW are the winning sides, you know, but that's their thought and belief, you know. Now, a lot of folks don't like WWE these days or hate WWE these days because they believe it's kin friendly, that it went back to the way it was before between 97 YL. And a lot of folks out there don't like that. In their mind, they believe that WWE should have always been for grown ups. It should have never shifted back to where it was. That everything was flawless during that time or at that time. Keep in mind that's their thought and belief. They can't show any truth to it. They got no truth to make it true, but that's their thought and belief. The only thing that they could tell you there was truth to was the watch time and the looking that USA was getting at the time, and SmackDown was getting at the UPN was getting at the time. But that's the only truth they can have, you know. So they believe if they bitch and scave enough, they'll get what they wanted again. You know. But it looks like their bitching and scaving will never give them what they want. You know. Now, a lot of folks out there, guilt a lot of things for why WWE chose to be the way it did. You know. Some of them guilt some of them gilded on all kinds of stuff. Some folks gilded on WCW no longer being around anymore and ECW not being around anymore, and they felt that that was the grounds to why WWE chose to stop doing when they did it. You see, a lot of folks believed that WWF at the time only became grown up when they saw with their after they got their working kinship with ECW and their dealings with WCW. A lot of folks believe that, that when WCW died and ECW died, they believed that that was when WWF stopped behaving the way it behaved. Even though they were still doing a lot of grown up things into about 2009 YL or so. Now, a lot of these folks out there, don't think that WWE's dying, but there's no truth to back it up. But they believe it, you know, and they're never happy with anything that happens. It's the truth. They're not. I mean, they do have the right to feel that way. They got the freedom and they have the right to feel that way, but they're never happy with anything. It's never good enough for them, Everything, to them, everything has to have every curse word in the English speech. And I'm saying the English word, not the borrowed words. They believe that all the wrestlers have to be bleeding in every fight or match. You know, but at the end of the day, they wouldn't be happy even if that became the everyday thing again. You know, Like they're never happy with anything, and it's the truth. They're not. They'll scave you and they'll shame you if you say you like it and they don't. Well, that okay, all right. They like to say that they're the true followers, and they like to think that the scaving and the bitching is going to give them wrestling they want. And they always talk about how they believe that IW or now AEW was going to make WWE shift the way they've been doing their things. Well, sadly, it is not. So for anyone out there who had that thought and belief for between years and soon to be 2 years, that well, sadly has not happened. You know. But at the end of the day, they got the right to their thought and belief, but they got the standard. And in their mind, they believe that WWE is not living up to their standard, not WWE's standard, but their standard, the one that's been in their mind for years. They believe that WWE is not living up to their standard, so they believe until their standard is met, they're going to be irked, mad, angry, and wretched over everything. You know, they like to say that if it wasn't for them, WWE wouldn't be around anymore. And it's probably true. If it wasn't for any WWE follower, watching their shows or buying their dolls or playing their film games or whatever, buying their books, then they probably wouldn't be around. So there's some truth to it. But to say that, but to go out there and say that they're the only ones that are keeping it around, well, that's sad to say. And to say that they're the true followers since they bitch and scave about everything. Well, if you're a true follower of something or a watcher of something, well then why do you spend all your day bitching and scaving it? I don't know. I don't understand it. So that's just my little thoughts there. So anyway, if you like this film, follow me here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watched the last one we made here yesterday. I'm Sarah Uranus Amara. Hope you like this film. Bye.